time to leave, one thing I am worried about is I'm gonna be in Mexico, 30 degrees in a Canada Goose, because there's no space in my baggage. So, inshallah, I don't melt. Oh, here, let's go. Half an hour later, we are at the airport. So I've just come out of the airport, security process again, very quick. They didn't even check anything COVID related. They didn't even ask me if I have symptoms or not. They really don't care. So this is the bus, ADO, I'm assuming, and the ticket to Tulum cost 8 quid, yeah? And if I was to get like a taxi or something to get to Tulum, it's upwards of £100. So you do the math, 8 quid, 100 quid, I know what I'd rather do. Plus my Airbnb is literally 2 minutes away from the adult bus terminal, so I'm winning, inshallah. Okay, I think my last video was on the coach. A lot has happened, so let's have a quick catch up. The coach journey was horrible, 3 hours of pain. I became so late to my photography motive. Came here, I didn't even get to see anything. Literally, I put everything here, so mind the mess, I've not even touched it yet. I put all my stuff just everywhere. Literally just everywhere. So, and then I quickly cycled down to the beach for a photography motive. It's now 8 p.m. I've just come back. I'll come and check this place out, and it is amazing. Look, so you've got the kitchen set up here. I mean, it's not really applicable to me. I'm not going to really use it because I'm going to be eating outside. You've got the laundry again. I'm not really going to be using it. You've got clean toilet, bathroom, toilet. You couldn't really see anything. You've got a lovely balcony just overlooking everything, and then this is where it gets really interesting. There's another balcony here too. Looks gorgeous, by a spiral stairs. A very nice shower. Yeah. Another really nice toilet. Yeah. A very big bed. Looks very comfy. And I can't lie, the aesthetics of the place, amazing. It's got a sky view. Wow. Amazing. But here is where it gets amazing. Okay, balcony. Can see everything. Yeah. Okay, but then you have the pool here, just overlooking Tulum. Subhanallah for all his blessings. It's 11 p.m. and I'm in Tulum on my once, walking through the bits, and I feel completely safe. Sometimes I get myself into situations and I just think like, how am I here? How is this real life? Like if I told like the young version of myself you'd be doing something like this, I never would have believed it. Because I was the kid that never liked going to residential because I was scared. 10 years later, I'm traveling to places you would not really call safe by myself, and I'm comfy. But yeah, monologue aside, I'm going to go get some food because I am hungry. So after like 10 minutes of walking around, I found tacos, and apparently these are meant to be halal tacos because, well, the guy claimed these tacos to be Arab. So I asked, oh, it's halal. He's like, yes. So you know what? We trust him. It's his sin if it's haram. But anyways. Okay, so I'm done with the food. I am so shattered. But I've got 1,000,001 things to do. So let me jump in the pool first. I'll be real, I don't think there's a better way to end the night than here. 30 degrees, even at night, bro, it's still hot. I've been trying to sleep for the past 2 minutes, yeah? And then I realised, like, what is that light? And then I realised, it's the moon. I'm literally sleeping under the moon. I love this. It's such a vibe. And this is how I woke up. Natural sunlight. Alhamdulillah, it doesn't get better than this. And first thing I did when I woke up, what did I do? I came here, I enjoyed the pool. Now, I'm about to head off on my excursion. I'm gonna be honest, this hotel is expensive. My room has been £250 a night, but the vibe is insane. I feel like I'm in a jungle. They really got the Bohemian Aztec culture and vibe on point because it's amazing. £250 a night. Do I recommend it? Yeah, 100%. Amazing experience. Even on the exterior, look how beautiful it looks. And then that is my hotel room, the one with the pool. Amazing. This is our first stop. We are at Hubiku. It's a cenote. Alright then. So this is a cenote. This is where the water comes from. And this is just one gigantic sinkhole. Right now, I'm just exploring the areas around cenote. I have an hour to do nothing. The food doesn't look that appetizing, and they said their specialty is pork. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna go to that restaurant. And the only other thing to do here is to drink tequila. Probably not gonna do that either. Yeah, I'm just here vibing, exploring a cenote on my ones. I did find a couple of nice people to hang on to though. People who speak both English and Spanish, and that's very helpful when it comes to solo traveling because I don't know a word of Spanish, and I've traveled Peru solo, Brazil. Knowing Spanish is a lifesaver when it comes to traveling these countries. So whenever I find someone that speaks English, I kind of hang on to them just so I can become part of their clique for the day. You need it, you need to. You don't know who's bumping you on prices and who's trying to take you the wrong way. Because as a tourist that doesn't speak their language, you're vulnerable. You don't know what they really do. You don't know what their plan is. They can extort you, which is why you infiltrate other gangs. When I say gangs, I mean tourist gangs, not that kind of gang. Okay, back to the coach. I think it's another hour drive from here to Chichén Itzá. Okay, so we just got to the Chichén Itzá hub. So, as you can see from the background, we are at Chichén Itzá. But first, I am going to the cenote where a sacrifice happened. The sacrifice consisted of basically not their god, but the Mayans' religious leader gathered 15-year-old girls and chucked them down the bottom of a river. Yeah, it doesn't sound great, does it? If you look deep in, that's a cenote where thousands of 15-year-olds were sacrificed. The Mayan religious leader would literally chuck them into that river. For those wondering, that's a bit barbaric and it would cause intense pain. Don't worry, they got the little girls drugged up first. They were high off their head. I think they said off cacao and marijuana. So supposedly they didn't feel any pain because they were unconscious. Apparently. Allegedly. But we move. Now let's go to the actual Mayan temple. Now we are at Chichén Itzá. Chichén Itzá is a Mayan temple created like thousands of years ago, and it was made to worship their rain god. Obviously, I don't agree with their religious beliefs because I'm Muslim, but I definitely appreciate the architecture because for them to do that like thousands of years ago, give credit where it's due. I mean, it's a wonder of the world for a reason. Here we have a ball field where the Mayans used to play a game where they would hit a ball with a stick into those holes. If you got it into the hole, you scored. And of course, whoever scores more, they win. However, the different thing about this is the prize. If you win, leader of the opposition kills you. You think, what? Why? The Mayans saw sacrifice as a positive thing. Them being chosen to get their head chopped off was a good thing, as they took it as like we're enlightened, we're ready to go to their god. So although it sounds weird, they were excited to die. But yeah, that's it for Chichén Itzá. I think for our final stop of the day, we are going to the colonial city of Valladolid. Another coach journey that I just fell asleep on. But right now, we are at Valladolid. This city has significance because it's the second most important area in the Yucatán region. And straight off the bat, it's giving me big Peruvian, South American vibe. If you followed my documenting of my Peru vlogs, you'll realize that practically every city I went to had like a plaza. It was called a Plaza del Armas. This is also a colonial city, just like all those cities I went to, like Arequipa and stuff. And it has the exact same feel of Arequipa, that colonial vibe and aesthetic. Like, look at the buildings. But yeah, this looks exactly just like Arequipa. Just like Arequipa, it has a big church at the head of its plaza. Okay, quick update. I got to the hotel like 2 minutes ago. Right now, I'm going to get some authentic birria, Ahl Kitab style. Let's go. The music was so loud in there that you guys would not have been able to hear the verdict. So I decided, you know what, I'll do it on my way back to the hotel. And let me be real, that food was amazing. The best tacos I've ever had. SubhanAllah, it was amazing. And you know what? Now it got me thinking, the Mexican cuisine is the only cuisine that can rival the spice levels and flavors, like both of them combined, with Bengali food. Like some cuisines, like say the Caribbean cuisine, really good food, I love it. But spice, no, it's not there. The Mexican cuisine does both very well. We need more of it in London. Now I'm on my way back to the hotel, and I'm probably just gonna sleep, to be fair. Good morning. The agenda for today, I'm gonna go get some birria for breakfast. When you're in Mexico, you do whatever you want. At 12 p.m, I'm gonna go on another tour. So I'm at the birria place. I can't lie, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Actually, the main road is there, and just a side road, a little stall selling birria tacos. So excited to eat. This is like authentic birria tacos. I've had it in LA, to be fair, and it was amazing. But this is authentic. Don't get any more authentic than this. I can't lie, lads. It looks amazing. And here's the stew. Get this, and then you dip it here. And then you take a bite. Okay, that was a bit too close. Now it's so much better than the ones I've had in London and LA. It's a bit better than the ones in LA. So clear of the ones I had in London. They taste like two completely different stuff. That birria was easily the best food I've had on this trip, and it was also the cheapest. 60 pesos is basically like £2, if that. I got 3 birria tacos, and they were amazing. Amazing. I'm telling you, Mexicans know their flavors, bro. Like, I've never been a fan of their food back home, London. Even like their smaller things, like their salsa, their spicy guac dips, sensational. And I've had the ones in London too, and they're so meh. I'm telling you, man. The Mexican cuisine in London is doing the real Mexican cuisine in Mexico and LA a real disservice. Like, it's worlds apart. Not gonna lie, I forgot to record the entrance spot. Currently at the Tulum Ruins. This is meant to be some sort of temple. So is this. And this also used to be one. Basically, they're all temples. Yep, you've guessed it, another temple. So in all of Muyil, this temple is the most sacred as it's the highest. According to the tour guide, this is the one where they all used to pray at. As you can see by its fortress-like structure, it was also referred to as the castle. So they would come here for protection as well as spirituality purposes. Literally just walking through a jungle. I have no clue where I'm going, but after you climb that tower, you get to see this view. Sometimes I just think I would never have done this like before I started solo traveling. I did not have the courage to do anything like that, but through solo traveling, I feel like I've found myself and found a lot of confidence with myself to do stuff like that. It might not seem like much. I had a huge fear of heights. I could never have done that in the past. But alhamdulillah for growth. We are still meandering our way through Sian Ka'an. And now, we are getting on these boats. Do you know how I know that I am a terrible YouTuber slash vlogger? We went on a floating mangrove, but we just literally just floated through, and I didn't record anything because I didn't have a GoPro. I was not prepared enough. That's how I know I'm a rubbish vlogger. It was an amazing experience. I literally just floated like in a cradle across a mangrove, and it was just so relaxing. Alhamdulillah. Lesson learnt. Maybe next time I should get a GoPro. I just got back to the hotel. I wanted to eat birria from that place I went to yesterday, but they ran out of it by the time I got there because I got there around 11 p.m. It's currently 7 p.m, so I thought, you know what, let me try skip there quickly right now. Just my luck. I went to the first one, closed. Like, the whole place just closed. And the weird thing is, yesterday I went to at 11 p.m. and it was open, but it's closed at 8 p.m. Alright, cool, whatever. I'll just cycle to the one I went to today. I'll get to it right now. Can you see it? It's locked. Seeing as though I'm on my bike, you know what, bun it. I'll cycle a bit further. So cycling a bit further paid off. I found a place called Taco Booth. The decor's quite nice. Well, I say decor, it's outside. The main thing is I am getting my birria. My last birria fix before I fly back tomorrow. What a shame. But yeah, I hope it's amazing. Look how amazing this birria looks. Wow. Can't lie, it looks better than the birria I had today, but looks can be deceiving. That looks amazing. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Verdict. The other one was better. It was 15 pesos cheaper. This one's 35 a taco. The other one was 20 a taco. That's a big difference. That's almost double. On top of that, they gave no free stew with it. And on top of that, the other one just tasted better. This one seems a bit more uptown. Not uptown. I don't mean uptown, but like it's got a flipping neon sign. The other one didn't. It literally had paper banner. That's a lot more authentic than this. Yeah, it's still good. Still good. As you can see, it's my last morning here. Not just at the hotel in Mexico, and I'm spending it by chasing a sunrise with my tried and trusted bike. It's like 6:30 a.m. and it's like 25 degrees. Boy, I'm gonna miss this feeling. Subhanallah, these really are the moments I live for. Just peace. I just feel so at peace right now. No worries on my mind, just cycling, wind against me, but it's still very warm. Alhamdulillah, I can't complain. So I just got to the beach and this is what I'm met by. I'm definitely gonna miss the sound of that, the wind and the crashing waves. It's just so peaceful, alhamdulillah. And that is basically the end of my trip, because now I need to get back to the hotel, I need to pack, and then I'm going to be on my way to Cancun airport from here. So beautiful way to end it. Subhanallah, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed to be able to witness Allah's beautiful creations. Subhanallah, I could never say alhamdulillah enough. But now the movie ends and I must go back to my hotel. After a very long and eventful week, it is almost time to leave. I'm gonna miss this hotel. What a beautiful spot, especially that apartment, that penthouse, amazing. Definitely recommend. A bit pricey, £250 a night, but it's worth it in my opinion. I have officially checked out. I am on my way to do some souvenir shopping, and then I shall head off to catch my bus. 2 hours later, just touched down Cancun airport, and I made it through security, relatively quick. Finally time to board. Just sat down. I'm in the premium cabin. I can't lie, it's very comfortable here. It was very loud over there, so I'm just gonna say it here. I'm in the premium cabin, so I've got loads of legroom. It basically becomes a lie flat. Can't complain. Only for 100 quid extra on a £300 flight. 400 quid, 8 hours of comfort. Why not? Definitely worth it. We back. Just touched down London Bridge. I'm home again. This marks the end of my trip. It was an amazing trip, both Toronto and Tulum. However, Tulum was something special. It was just amazing. From the Mayan ruins to Chichén Itzá, I ticked off another wonder of the world. The natural beauty of Tulum is not as touristy as Cancun and other places. It really helped me recharge my batteries. I feel a lot more fresh. Alhamdulillah, amazing trip. Would I recommend people going to Tulum? 100%. I would even recommend people, even though it's expensive, but the hotel I went to, it was beautiful. People are great too. I never once felt unsafe in Tulum. I always felt safe. Like I've always had like cameras and stuff hanging around out of my pockets, but never did I once think I would get robbed or anything. So yeah, very safe experience, 100%. However, one last thing as usual. Life's a movie, so don't forget to love and live yours. Take care.